You totally got hit on in that moment, and
who?
you had no idea. It didn't cross your mind at fucking all.
By who?
Dude,
Yeah, by who?
some
Shit!
dude for sure hit on him when asking him about his shirt.
Wait, you said dude?
Dude, yeah.
Oh, that's probably why.
That
'cause I
tall
didn't
dude
expect
for
it.
sure
I
was
didn't
hitting on
expect-
you. I just watched this play out, and
Oh, I think
Zach
I do
was
remember
so
that, actually.
oblivious to it. The guy wanted to
What's
have
up,
a
handsome? He goes,
conversation
"Sup, bro?"
so bad. No, dude.
bro?
Zach literally just went like
Looking
this.
pretty big. Yeah, you too, man.
No, dude,
You
for
look
real.
huge. He goes, yeah, bro.
Yeah, dude.
What
You
did he
were
say?
so oblivious to
Yeah.
it. Turned around and eyed Zach up. And then initiated the conversation because I saw him looking at him and I'm like, is he going to say some shit? Just went up to him and he was just like, hey, dude, I just want to let you know I really, really love your shirt. And Zach immediately was
It was
like,
a good
oh,
shirt.
yeah, thanks. I just got it. Just claimed. And they talked for like 2 or 3 minutes, just like quick conversation. And then I could see the guy literally was just continuously asked the question. And you didn't realize he
Aw.
asked you another one because you were already like, I'm going to lock back in with Lance. You turned and the guy was like, oh, for sure. And then I turned around
Shit,
and
my
I
bad.
sat there and I was like, oh, you weren't just complimenting his shirt. You think my friend's handsome. He seemed like a really, really nice guy. But
No,
like
yeah.
after I read that, I was like, oh.
That's so funny. He
Miss
was oblivious,
100% of the
yeah.
shots you don't take. you know?
Yeah.
But it
He
was
goes,
I
funny.
give
though.
him respect for shooting a shot. If you're out
You
there.
didn't even fucking
Respect
acknowledge
you.
him at the end. He literally asked you a question and you were right back in
To
on
be
the
fair,
conversation.
I was very, very choppy.
Very fucked up.
He had no clue. Welcome back to the D2 podcast. Around the table, we got Zach Blachik, Erin Pintar, Lance Hefner, and myself, Zach Devo, and
Forgot
obviously
someone.
Luke behind the camera, and we have a Zeus on site too today because Mom's not supposed to be downstairs,
Yeah, sorry.
and he's
He's
panicking.
very upset.
But this weekend we had a crazy
weekend.
festival weekend, so I wanted to jump into that right away while it's fresh,
Wild.
so that we don't lose anything because we have a tendency, like with the night out that we had, where we just we sum it up in like literally a 15-second thing, and then we go,
All right, what's next?
and then later in the day I remember all the things that happened, and I'm like, well, we didn't talk about any of that.
Not a damn
So
thing.
we have the festival fresh on our mind.
Yeah,
Let's
we can
talk
take our
about
time,
it.
Take our time.
Erin, you were there day one, so we'll start with you.
Yes.
How was the day we weren't there?
Day one, and then I feel like I also need some credit here.
Yeah.
2 days.
That was
I-
a poor intro.
What? Oh, okay. What do you mean a poor?
Do it
intro?
again! Do it right! I'm lost! You suck!
So Nick's Nick's
brought-
busy today, so we brought Erin. She's
Hello,
she was
sorry.
our festival guide, I guess we could go with.
Yeah.
Okay, that's better.
100%. Yeah,
That's better.
100%.
We'll call you you're our festival fairy that guided us
The Festival
through our
Fair is a
land.
good one. That's
through
a
our
good
journey.
title. Yeah.
Um,
Rolls off the tongue.
And we were using the day as checkpoints. We actually did. How it would be like checkpoint 1 complete. Like that was
Yeah.
our save points. So you were our video
Yeah.
game itinerary person. So what do you have to say?
So I guess background. This was your first festival.
Yeah.
I have been before.
Mm-hmm.
Lance got jealous last year.
Yeah.
When he saw my photo.
How many did you go to?
Huh?
How many have you been to?
Oh.
I feel like a fair amount.
I don't
Lots.
know. Yeah, I at least do like 2 a year.
Oh, shit.
That's okay.
They're so
But
expensive.
the big ones, yeah.
Yeah, but
They-
like
they
once
do a
you
lot
see
of
the
the big
videos and you start listening to music like during workouts, like EDM, and then it kind of snowballs from there. So I was like, if you guys want to come, you should
Yeah.
come.
That might
And
start.
Chicago's a great one because it's so close.
So close.
Yeah. So
Great
if you have
one.
to pull the ripcord, it's like
Yeah.
you can go right back to Wisconsin. It's an hour away.
It's like an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna pull the trigger on a festival, I'm glad this was your first one.
Yeah, no,
made
it was-
super
It's one of
easy.
the main ones, too, isn't it? Like one of the bigger ones?
No,
Oh, really? So it's like smaller?
this is a small one. Yeah.
I would
No
say it's
shit.
Not
Medium.
small, but definitely on the smaller side.
Oh, shit. That's
I
wild.
mean,
would you-
compared to like
Vegas.
yeah, so
Vegas is the
EDC
big one?
Vegas
That's
is
what I
the
was gonna
largest
ask.
festival.
Yeah,
like,
that
what,
makes
EDM
sense.
festival.
Actually, it's
I went to that one last
No.
year.
It's at night, so you are up all night and you sleep during
Oh,
the day.
so it's not even open
She
during the
came
day?
back so fucked up from it because you flip your sleep schedule for 3 days and then you
Yeah.
have to go right back to work on Monday.
Oh,
It's
that's rough.
actually insanity.
Yeah.
I was
I couldn't imagine.
yeah, because and then you go to Vegas party like day beach clubs during the day,
All day
and then you
parties.
go to the festival. I think the first bus went out at like I think it's 7 to 7. So I think it was like
all
the first
night.
bus left
7
at
p.m. to
6.
7 a.m.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
And like you see the sunset and you see the sunrise.
You can pull it off.
And you have the mountains in the background.
Time for bed. As
I'm
going to
be honest, I did not make it the whole time.
No, yeah.
I think I made it till, I think it was like 4 a.m.
Nice.
And I was
good.
like,
You can't
oh
just
my
flip the
God.
schedule, though. That's
It's-
tough, yeah.
And so many people do. They literally have specific areas there for you to like nap.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
That's a game changer.
Isn't it crazy? Like, it's so big. It's so big. And people do that every year. I'm like, that took the life out of me.
Okay.
I bet you that everyone looks forward to that though.
Yeah.
When it comes,
Yeah.
everyone's just like, all right, we're doing this.
I don't
We
think
gotta
I want
prepare.
to do that one.
Mentally
No, I don't
prepare
think
for
you guys
this.
Really?
should.
She even
That would
was
be
like, I don't
rough.
think I'll ever do that again.
I think it's
It's a lot.
a lot.
Really?
I mean, it's huge.
I think you guys were
Huge.
getting lost towards the end of this one. That's double.
That was just
Triple.
we'll get
We
into
were
it,
just-
but there were so
yeah,
many
yeah.
things I wrote down in my
Yeah,
head of
yeah.
what I
Okay.
would do differently
So-
to make
Yeah,
it
yeah.
10 times
I have a
better.
question for you guys then.
Yeah.
So do you feel that it met your expectations? Or was it above or below of what you were thinking about in your head of what you think of?
I think it would exceed for me.
Yeah, I was going
I
to
was
say
gonna
exceed.
exceed. Yeah.
Yeah,
The
no.
fact that this one was like a smaller version was just like, whoa, like I kind of want to try the big one.
Yeah, I want to run it back.
But no,
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
real, like, yeah, it really met the expectation. Because I was just, like, I've only been to like Summerfest and like smaller like concerts and shit. Nothing of this like
Oh, yeah.
capacity
Yeah.
at all. This was
Yeah.
like Lambeau Field and like different parts of the park. I'm just
Yeah.
like, what?
Yeah,
How
we
many
didn't
people
even
are
make it to all of them. I don't
It's
think.
crazy when you think about it, how much you'd pay to see just a single artist
And
somewhere.
there, you get all day.
And then at a festival, you get so many different
more.
artists.
Yeah, I mean, we were going to pay $300 to go see Noah Khan for one night for 2 hours.
Yeah.
And this was
Wow.
$200 for a ticket. I mean, there's other expenses, but like,
You get
if
a
you cut it
3-day
down just
pass,
for the ticket,
all
yeah.
those artists, it's
Yeah.
the same price.
yeah, that's crazy.
It's nuts.
And you get, 48 hours worth of fun rather
Yeah.
than,
And it's different
Yeah.
types of music. Like, because EDM is such a huge...
yeah.
That's what he was saying yesterday.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
learning that right
genre.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
Yeah,
a
so
lot of the
this-
songs that they were playing were like my favorite songs, but remixed.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, shit.
that was fun.
Yeah.
When that, well, we'll get into it in a little bit, but that second artist of the day that we saw was doing all the remixes and then just going hard with it. That was
Hard.
fun. Yeah.
Hard.
But anyways, so day one,
So, I guess day one... I don't know
how was
how
it
to...
without the boys? Would you guys?
Oh, well, it was just the girls.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
probably having a blast.
Yeah.
yeah.
We normally do it for the ladies, for the
Yeah.
girls.
Yeah.
And you guys got to come along this time.
We
Yeah.
were just walking around, just high as shit, just like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were
just
dancing at
mind-blown.
that one part. That part was fun. That was probably my favorite concert, to be honest.
Which one?
The first one we went to.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was a
Sippy?
great one.
We got
Yes.
really close. That
Yes.
helped too.
She went off.
Okay, so I guess we're moving past day one. Day
Oh,
one,
shit.
day
Shit.
one
Uh-huh.
sucked.
I mean, you guys were involved with day one, so I feel like
Yeah.
nobody really
Well, I just
cares,
didn't know if you
know?
wanted to give it like a quick rating, a
Oh,
quick
talk
sum up,
about
anything
me.
that's happened.
I was just gonna ask, how would you compare? So, like, just to kind of like shift them, how would you compare the music on day one compared to day two, like in your like personal liking?
Oh, okay. I think I had more energy on day two.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
did.
we brought the
Was
energy.
there
I think it's because I had newbies with me, so I was like
excited?
a little bit more excited
You get to
show you
show the
guys.
experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think I had a little bit more energy on day two for sure. So
Okay.
I didn't make it to a day 3 this year.
No.
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it
didn't
was
realize
Sunday.
you guys.
Well-
yeah,
Sunday.
I convinced her out. I was like, let's just go home.
let's go to Mad Rooster and call it a weekend.
Yeah, all you gotta do is
Yeah.
say
That's all
Mad
you would have
Rooster.
had to have said is Mad Rooster, and I'd have been like,
I
well,
was like, king size bed at home,
Yep.
Mad Rooster,
Yep.
dogs.
that's an easy
Good
win.
time.
I was
Easy
supposed to
win.
go to another one, but we had to cancel that one. So then I was like, my friends were already going to this. So I was like, I'll hop on board.
Yeah.
Why
but-
not? Yeah.
Late planning on that one. And then even later planning for you guys.
Yeah, Thursday.
Yeah.
2 days ahead of time.
Pulled that off.
Pulled that off.
Like a motherfucker.
I guess
3-1.
we'll
Came
hop
back.
into our journey. I guess then.
Should
Yeah.
we start from the very beginning?
There I was in Ohio.
Yeah.
I was sitting in Ohio, and Lance texts me on Tuesday, and he goes, "We're gonna get this planned. Me and Zach are gonna get it done. Let's go. Zach's in Ohio, or Devo's in Ohio. We got to get this done." Zach goes, "I'll bring my laptop over tonight, and we're gonna get it done." I don't hear a fucking word.
You didn't answer my calls. You fucker.
I did answer
I didn't
the
hear
call.
a word. And then Wednesday passes. Don't hear a shit. They're like talking in the group chat like nothing ever happened. I was like, so we're obviously not going. And I was starting to text her like, I don't think it's happening. Then you text me on Thursday. So what's the plan? And I was like, excuse me?
I needed to find out.
And I text him. I'm so angry in this meeting, like with my hand to the side, like
Just
trying
fuming.
And I'm like, so you tell me what the fucking plan is. What hotel did you get booked? And I go, you know what? Better yet, I'll put this in the group chat. I sent that in words. I said, better yet, let me put this in the group chat.
It's
Zach,
so
where did you guys plan on going?
As
It's
soon
so
as he,
hard when there is not a type A
Dude.
friend
Yeah.
in the friend group.
when
And so
he,
I'm not type A and Zach's not type A. So guess what? We just don't go
We're
anywhere.
type B, Jacoby.
You guys are
No
in
vacations for
betweeners.
us.
Yeah.
We can't book a hotel room.
It's hard.
but I can't
So it's
clutch.
hard, but you
Yeah.
pulled through. You
So
pulled
then all of a
through.
sudden,
I texted him. So when he sent the text in the group chat, I immediately called Zach.
He was like,
I
"Don't
called,
answer
I called him on my way to work at like 9:20, and I'm like, "Don't respond to shit. don't send him a fucking thing." I was like, "If he sends
Buy a
you a
new
meme
phone.
on Instagram, don't open it. Do nothing." Like I was like, "Let me figure this out. Give me till like the end of the day, and we can contact him." And he goes, "Okay." And
I
the
knew they were
first
ghosting.
appointment like canceled on me, and I was like, all right, lock the fuck in. I went upstairs, made like an iced coffee, slammed it, and just started typing away. And I was like, all right, I gotta figure this all the fuck out. And that's when I called you like twice, because I was like freaking out. I'm like, what day do we like have to get?
It's
Like,
so
is there?
confusing.
Well, there was different tiers and like the different day passes, and then I was seeing the shuttles,
The
and then there was
shuttles is
timing
another
and
level.
shit.
Yeah.
And then I'm
So
trying to book a
hard.
hotel room, and then I booked a hotel room originally. And then I called her, and she's like, well, get a different one. See if there's one by the
Yeah.
shuttles. And I was like, she's like, you're on like the legitimate, like, so the festival was here on the map, and that's where they were. And I was right there.
On the
I literally was just on the opposite
opposite
side
side,
by
yeah.
like
Yeah.
2 miles. And I was like, fuck. So I called Expedia. Nightmare to deal with. Eat a bag of dog shit.
oh, you booked through. You didn't even book directly through the hotel. You booked through Expedia.
Just right through Expedia.
Oh,
Damn.
Fuck that
big,
company.
Big mistake.
and
Huge mistake.
They refused to do refunds.
Yep,
Yeah.
I got like 230 of like the 280 back, but I was still
That's
like, you
pretty
guys
good,
can go
actually.
fuck yourselves.
Yeah.
Still $50 just to cancel. I didn't do shit.
Usually they'll keep it. I've had
Yeah.
2 hotels keep it on
Cocksuckers.
me. Yeah.
Cocksuckers.
Yeah.
And then I got the other one booked, and I got that all done, I think, by like 12:15, 12:30.
Yeah.
You
He,
moved quick.
he would text me. He'd be like, tickets confirmed. Here's Venmo request. Hotel confirmed. Here's Venmo request. It was just coming in like every 20, 30 minutes. I was like, there he goes.
Well, because like,
I was like, let the kid cook.
oh, dude, I was
went
hyped.
off, yeah.
Hyped. I'm not gonna lie to you. When like I was sending the text that it was confirmed, I just was in my head. I'm like, yeah. Like I was like came through because I was like, all right, dude, like because
You do feel so
I
good.
told
when
you guys, I was
plan
like, if
stuff
you really
I can
want to
flip that
go,
switch. I can flip that switch.
Especially
So
within the
satisfying.
time frame that you had.
I learned that.
Literally
In,
one day.
I learned that in
Yeah.
college, dude. It would be like 48 hours out
That's-
from like the biggest exam of the year, and then it would hit me, and I'd be like, I'd look at where my grade was at and kind of like calculate in my head what I needed to like keep moving forward in the program. And all of a sudden, I'd be just like, I felt like Tony Stark in the
Yeah.
cabin, just like doing this. Because I'd be like, all right, that's exactly what I need. Let's go to work. I'd take Vyvances, crack monsters at like the end of the night, wouldn't give a shit, and just fucking hit
Yeah,
it
yeah.
hard. I could get
Were you a
like an entire
procrastinator?
semester in like 2 days and go take an
Okay,
exam and just kill
my
that shit.
friend is
you're a procrastinator.
ADHD.
Is
At
that
its
what?
finest.
Yeah.
At its finest. At its
That's what that
finest.
is.
But like it would stress the fuck out of my parents growing up doing
That's
shit
what I
like
would
that.
always do, dude.
Yeah.
It would be like the night before a 6-page essay would
Cram.
do, and I would be like,
Yeah.
well,
You
here we
don't
go. I
seem
would
like
like
that.
snap my knuckles, and I'd be like, fucking go.
He
No.
does.
That's
Doesn't,
crazy
right?
because you don't give that vibe in any way, shape,
He does
form.
everything
I feel
else.
like if you were a high
Yeah.
school kid, I could see you being the kid that
Projects?
shows up to like the rough draft and actually having the rough draft like
No,
damn near done.
It was probably done that morning.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Rough draft days, knowing that everybody was just gonna pick it apart anyways. I would
Just
just
wrote
write it
down
that.
some
I would just write
shit.
it that morning and be like, "Yeah, I just like quick plugged away at this," and then someone would be like, "Yeah, it's filled with errors."
So
I'd be
do
like, yeah,
you-
but I knew
Here's
it
the
wasn't
thing with
actually
that.
due. Yeah.
Do you think for you then that like you not doing that has like because like I feel like mine is completely because of my ADHD and ADD, or is yours because you don't seem to have that? Is yours just like fucking?
No, I have
this
ADHD.
till last second.
Like
Really?
my brain's scattered all the time.
Really?
I have the worst memory.
That's crazy.
I have to have notes all over the place, and they say that's a major sign of someone who has ADHD is sticky notes.
I feel like you're pretty well
Because
organized.
you have to like see the color and then like look at it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then, you know, and then you'll actually read it.
I guess I did see your
I'm
office.
organized, but like
You have to see the color.
I did see his office, and one day I was like, "Those
Just
are a
sticky
lot
notes
of sticky notes
everywhere.
There were a
dude,
lot.
like when
the
so
dude
much-
had a
entire
whiteboard
room's
behind it
covered.
with like the whole day laid out, and I'm like, that seems to be quite helpful.
like you got to write shit down because there's so much shit that happens in a day.
Yeah.
Like, and it's my brain is always
If
like,
your day is filled,
I want to bodybuild
Yeah.
and I want
It's
to do
easy
this
to
and I want to
forget
do
stuff.
that and I want to do this fun stuff, and then my brain won't hold the good like the stuff I was supposed
Yeah,
to be.
if you are not interested in something, you are
Not
Nah.
interested.
Gone. Oh, okay. So we're the same
Yeah,
on that.
yeah,
Either
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
in or I'm out.
No,
Right.
I'm
There
out.
is no like. You
If
might
it loses
catch-
if it
Gone.
loses me, I'm like, fuck it.
You can see it.
And
You
if you don't give
you
it-
can see it during the podcast, dude. I'll watch the YouTubes back, and I'll get so pissed at myself because I'll just see my eyes just staring at the table for like 5 minutes while someone's telling a story, and I'm like, "You idiot!"
Yeah, it's tough.
it happens.
I can control it a little bit, but it's hard when it comes to things I don't really care for, especially people.
Oh my God! When
yeah.
you don't
I-
give a fuck,
I
you
will
don't give
stalk
a
away.
Come up to,
fuck.
Walk
someone
away
will come up to give me
mid-conversation.
a fist bump, and I won't even look at them.
I've never met anybody like you before.
I've had
Just
people
looks
go
at
like
him.
this, and I'm like, no.
Just
I just walk right
is
by.
so blunt
No,
with people.
no,
I'm like,
I'm
oh
good.
my
The
God.
one thing I have
gotta-
I've taken hard from you is when he's in the middle of a conversation, he'll just like vanish, and I'm like, there have been times where I'll just like look around the circle, and I'm like, oh, he left. And I'm like, why am I still stuck here? Wait,
Just
because
turns
I'm thinking
and
the same
walks
thing.
away.
Like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to have this conversation right now. I would also like to magically
Just walk
float away.
away.
But homeboy just floats away. But now
So rude.
I've learned the timing is key for the walk away.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like the
You have to walk
moment,
away at the right
the
time.
moment, because I've done it to him a few times now, and I've like been like, yes, I nailed that timing right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because like I feel like the moment the speaker locks eye contact instead of like keeping the head pace like shifty,
Yeah.
if at any point they focus on you for like 10 seconds too long, I'm like, I get to dip. I get to leave now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how it is. I mean,
yeah.
you
You
kind
have
of you wait it out.
Those
just-
timings when they're not it though are awkward as
Right.
fuck.
Right.
Is that Valkyrie?
Sorry, I got distracted. Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Bye,
Falco's
Zeus.
crying at the
Oh,
top.
what a
Jesus.
good
Oh,
buddy.
yeah, good boy.
Brother's gonna go up there.
He goes, hey, keep it down, bitch. We have a podcast going on.
You just see him turn back
comes
around
back
and join
over
the
here.
group
Sorry.
again.
Sorry
Don't worry,
about
I took care of
But
it.
anyways, okay, let's
Oh
go back.
shit!
We
Right
never
back
even got
on it.
to the
Yeah, yeah.
festival.
He that's exactly what he did.
Zeus, go upstairs. Go upstairs. Back it up.
Bye, buddy.
Let's go back to the
So we locked it in.
So we got it locked
booked.
in. Yep. Friday night was.
Wow, we did not make it.
Oh yeah!
Yeah,
Holy
holy
shit!
shit.
We got a story for Friday. My God, dude, that was a long ass day finding everything.
So
Tell me why it was
long.
so hard to find a water bag. Tell me why it was so hard to find a water bag.
Where did you go for it?
Dude, we went to what? So we did Dick's. By the way, Dick's, how do you not have a water bag supply for
They
an
don't
event
have
like
shit.
that? Not
Yeah.
We got it at Target.
Not shit.
Shout out to
Walmart,
Target.
same thing. They literally had the rack right there, and dude pointed us right to it. Not a thing on both shelves. I was like,
Really?
is everyone going to North Coast? Is everyone going to North
We
Coast?
had a
Yeah.
journey on Friday though. We had to get this fucker a shirt too.
Yeah,
we
dude,
got
Yeah,
could
nothing-
not.
Nothing fit you. I was like, it is too late for me.
We went to
try
like
find
4
something.
stores.
Yes, I texted her too. I was like, find me an outfit.
I don't know how to do that.
Dude.
in this time limit.
Oh, you want to talk about a funny moment though? Earlier in the day, holy shit! So we went to go work out, and I totally forgot because we were trying to
Yeah.
organize everything for the
So
day.
funny.
And he goes, "Yo," I FaceTimed him earlier, and then he goes, "Yo, I got a haircut at like 12:50," and I'm like, "Okay." like mentally just took note of it, and then it was like 1:30. I didn't even realize what time it is, and we went to go work out. And then he called me in the middle of the workout, and he goes, "What are you guys doing? Why is it loud?" And I'm like, "Oh, we're getting a pump." And he's like, "Oh, I thought we were gonna do that together." And I was like, "Shit, I totally forgot." He did call me the day prior, and was like, "Let's make sure we go get shirts together. Let's get a
We
workout."
planned
in
a whole
together."
day.
Whole day of PTO timed out to hang out, and we just completely
You didn't
abandoned
do
the
shit.
plan.
They did it all
Dude
without
just
me.
hung up mid convo, and then all of a sudden Zach was like, "Did you hang up?" I'm like, "Yeah." I think he's upset, and he was just like, he can't be that upset. And I'm like, no. I was
I
like,
texted him immediately after that. I was like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we were just like rummaging
Well,
back
I was like,
and
now
forth.
I have to do everything because I just like stayed home and like cleaned the house. And,
Yeah,
like,
you were busy
just
all day.
because I was gonna work out in the morning, get my hair cut done, and then be done for the day. Like just pack.
Lance,
He was like, let's work out in the afternoon, and I was like, okay, so I'll switch my day around. So I just fucked around at the house all day and all morning, got my hair cut, and then I was like, well, now I have to go shop and do
Lance,
everything.
you are the wrench in his plans
Every time.
Yeah, every
Because he will
weekend.
forget it, and I will plan around it.
I was
and
gonna
then,
do things.
Yeah.
And then I'll get my whole day will be gone, and I'll be like, I moved that all for Lance. I had a whole day just sacrificed to this bitch, and he's doing his own thing.
Hey, we came in clutch because
Anyways, yeah.
finding a 2XL
Holy
that's
fuck.
like an actual true because. Well, there's a difference, like that at least what I learned, because he, like, we went to a few stores and he would put on a shirt that is 2X and it wouldn't fit him for shit, or it would be tight on
yes,
him.
it would.
And if it was tight on him, I'd be like, well, sure, it ain't fitting fucking him, because I'd be
Yeah.
like, how much do you weigh? And he'd be like, he's got 20 pounds on you, dog.
I'm going to cut.
I love how you want to preface that. It was so funny though. Every time we would go to a store, he would get upset because all of a sudden I would yell at him because we'd grab a shirt.
He'd be like,
and
"Zach, try this on."
he'd be like 2XL, and I'd be like, put it on. And he'd be
like,
like,
"I don't want."
he'd be like, I don't want to keep taking my shirt off. And I was like, I don't give a fuck. We need to see what it looks like. Because I needed to see,
Tried out,
because
like,
if it was
4
tight
shirts.
on his shoulders, I'm like, it's not fitting him. You have to get him something that's going to
my
fit.
God.
Yeah.
So I was
We
like,
found
dude's
the
going to
shirt.
be
Good job.
pissed.
Because
found
I
the
bought 2XLs that don't fit at all.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we tried so many stores, and it was so clutch because I was so irritated. I had to piss so bad.
Old Navy.
I
Just
ran
an
to the.
angry mom with her child.
I was. I
found
went to the bathroom. I come out and he goes, I got one. And I'm like, all right, let's see if he's got one. And it actually was. Like, it was like the perfect kind of like little design. It was breathable. It was black, so black goes with everything.
I was in the medium section.
Yeah.
You know the hooks with like the sizes on them? I'm like looking through them.
the
I'm
kid
like,
section, damn near, dude.
mediums, double XL.
I don't know how he found it because we went over and I looked at the rack. There was literally nothing after a medium. They were all like
All
blue,
of them,
and they were
yeah.
tiny as fuck. So the fact that there was one black shirt, double XL, I sat there and I was like,
meant to be. The shirt
nice.
said,
Yeah.
No, literally, because we
got rewarded for that journey because that shit was crazy.
I can't like.
Killed it.
It was so funny in hindsight because we were ripped, but we were like shopping around, and I didn't realize we were doing the big man voice so loud in so many stores, and we were in we were in
like
we
in
were
a
in
How
comedy
you guys
movie.
talk now.
we were in Nordstrom Rack, so it's just people looking for like nice outfits because it's just discounted nice shit. They got some nice, really nice stuff in there for like a
Really
cheap
nice
price.
shit.
But we would like be going through the racks of the XLs, double XLs, and full volume. I'd be like, "Fuck!" and he'd be like, and he'd yell,
we'd have our hands on our heads.
heads, and he'd be like, "What about this shirt?" And I'd be so upset that I couldn't find something. And then he'd hold up like an ugly ass shirt, and I'd be like, "You're not gonna fucking wear that!"
Don't you figure something out?
And he just kept holding up shirts, and I'd be like, "What are you looking at?"
That
be like,
checkered shirt I
people are
was
just
super
looking
excited
over.
about.
Just an ugly ass shirt, and I'd be like, "You think he's gonna wear that all day?" And I'd be so upset. But we tried so many
my
stores.
God.
It took like 3, 4, 4.5 hours. It was lovely, I will say though. Since I've moved to West Dallas, I forgot how much I miss Tosa.
Oh,
Yeah.
And like
so
that, like
nice.
Elm Grove Village area. It's beautiful
Yeah.
over there.
It's
a
like,
whole different ball game.
Yeah, it's like West
Yeah.
Dallas, but
There's like some
I
small,
Way better.
nice
Way
family
better.
when we
restaurants.
left, it was sad for a while.
Oh my gosh.
I was so sad. I miss
don't
seeing
blame
all
you.
the cute little castle
Yeah,
houses.
yeah.
Everything.
We
It's
were
just
getting
such a
awestruck
nice
by
neighborhood.
It is.
Yeah.
Like just driving through it was sunset was perfect. Oh, and also
Sunset hits better in Tosa.
we're gonna
was a great
Just
I-
sunset.
you grab Zach's hand.
we're gonna
love you.
I just kept taking through like we kept taking little back roads
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I don't know.
The houses were
Yeah.
Crazy.
So you went through Elm Grove and
Yeah, we
Brookfield.
were looking at some nice houses.
Yeah, I lived
Yeah.
in Elm Grove for a little bit. We lived in the one shitty
Beautiful.
house in Elm Grove that had a gravel driveway.
Oh shit.
Because every other house in Elm Grove is like at least $1 million. At the cheapest house.
$700,000
But we were even talking about it though. We were like, even the shittiest houses
Look
there were
nice there. Still look
very
nicer
nice,
than a
like,
lot of
kept up.
areas in Milwaukee.
Right.
Yeah,
That's where
rather-
our haunted house was in Elm Grove.
Hell
Oh,
no.
really?
Yeah.
Burn
the one
it.
we lived in. Yeah.
Sorry.
They burned
Yeah.
it. They did. They fucking bulldozed that house.
Good.
Really?
Now it's like a 4-story mansion.
Oh,
It was like a
shit.
single
Probably just
little,
haunting
like,
the
tiny
people.
house.
Yeah.
That's what I
Can't
wondered
order
at.
mansion.
My mom always wanted to go back and knock and say, since you like took the house down, Do you hear anything?
I think you should.
I would not.
Ghosts don't leave.
I
if you
would
burn a
not
house.
though.
That's what I'm wondering.
But that's a
You're not
50-50
burning a
though.
ghost down.
Because what if you go in there and nothing's happened, and now you put that in their head?
Yep. They're gonna live in anxiety all the time.
What if
somebody knocked on this door and said that?
You'd fucking panic, dude.
That used to be haunted.
Okay, wow.
Oh my god.
You didn't hear what happened in this house? Like
Because
20
we talked
years
about
ago?
it on the horror stories.
So-
They all say that the more you entice it and the more you truly open your heart and your mind up to it, the
Yeah,
more
we talked
powerful it
about
like
becomes.
recording yourself at
Yes.
night
That's
and
why you
opening
fill
up
your
that
heart with
realm.
So
Jesus.
I watch SpongeBob at night when I get scared.
I got a quick story, and then we're going back to EDM. So the other night, so I lived in haunted houses for quite a while.
It's
So
weird.
the other night, I was laying there, and all of a sudden I felt the fan shift, and my face was all of a sudden warm, and I was sleeping, but I kind of felt it happen, and I woke up, and my fan was facing outwards, and I was like, I thought that was on me, and I was like, okay, maybe I did do that. So then I shifted it back to me, fall asleep. All of a sudden I feel like warm air on my face again, and the fan is now facing the side again, and I was like, no. I was like,
ghost
Erin's
breathing
going
on
to
you?
kill me if there's a ghost in this house.
I told
And-
him when we moved in together, you better not bring
Yeah,
any of that ghost
and
shit
so
around
I kind of
me.
like panicked. I was like,
don't
fuck.
play that game.
So I was
No,
like, we're
I
going to do it
don't.
one more time. I was like, maybe I didn't move it. I was just dreaming that. Put it back on my
I would've
face.
recorded that.
Fall asleep. Open my eyes. It's now not even facing the other way. It's all the way at the
It's like
the
at your
extension.
closet.
It was like at the extension of the cord.
Holy shit.
Like it's like something had tried dragging it, and I was like,
burn.
fuck. But then I brought it back, set it down, and I just stared at it.
No, because I came home and you were like, "Did you move that?" And I was like, "No."
Oh yeah, you were in bed. Yeah, that's right. You were in
'Cause I
bed at
came
that
home
point.
from work late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so she was laying there, but I just like stared at it for a little bit, and I saw it like because it's vibrating.
Right.
It just started to go like this a little bit, like very slightly
Like it
every
walked
once in a
itself
while.
back.
I was like, oh, thank God. I was like, I thought there was a ghost in the house. So and we had just talked
That
about it,
would've-
and you had just brought that conversation up, and that was just flowing in my head.
That's
because you said the more
hilarious.
you like put it into, the more you
Yeah.
talk about it and put it into existence.
that's
Yeah.
I was like, did
crazy.
we just tell too many stories? And now I got another one attached.
That's
No,
wild.
but you know what makes me always feel better though? Having dogs in the house.
Yeah, 'cause
dogs
are
children
telltale
and
sign.
dogs.
Can't dogs see ghosts?
Yeah, dude.
They
At my
can feel
haunted house,
something. They know, but yeah, tell
They
me
have
about
another
this
sense.
at my
story.
haunted house, the door would open all the time in the basement, and so one day it was closed, and I was sitting there, and the door handle started to jiggle, and I was like, "Fuck!" And so I was like, "Mom, it's happening! Mom, it's happening!" So my mom comes downstairs, and our dog comes downstairs with her, and the door is like, and it goes and like opens halfway open.
No.
And we're just all standing there looking at it. Like you're like waiting for someone to come out. And then Sophie, she was kind of just like panting, looking around, and she goes, "Whoom." And her tail just shot straight up, and she goes,
Their hackles go up.
and she
Back
started,
of
I don't even
hair.
like
yeah,
hearing
her
it.
whole
Oh,
hair
my
stood
God.
up, and she started growling, and she started going towards it.
Holy
And I was like,
shit.
Sophie, don't do it. And
Oh my
and
God.
because
It's a
dogs
dog
like go
fly.
protective mode. And so she went all the way up to the door, and her hair was just up, and she was just growling.
That's terrifying,
And then
bro.
she put her head in, barked like 3 times, scurried backwards, and then we're going upstairs. But yeah, dogs can always see that shit, and that was like when I knew. I was like,
Wonder
damn.
why.
I was like, damn, there is
Another
something in
sense.
this
And your
house.
college
yeah.
house when you had Zeus, because your college house was
Yeah,
also
he used to hide under the
haunted.
bed and like cry.
I think it's you.
No.
Yeah.
Okay,
Are you
but
haunted?
No,
No.
it's not him.
Because since
He's
we've been
haunted!
here, since we've been
If it's
here,
him, then it's here.
no,
And
since
it's not.
since we've been here, there's
This
nothing.
house
yeah.
has been like actually like
Chill.
so
It's
safe.
the
Yeah,
sometimes I'll
I
hear a
haven't-
creak that like mighty like it used to make me question things. I'm like, what an old house. Like now I feel so.
Yeah,
like,
this house
chill.
is so secure.
Yeah.
I love this house.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's go back to EDM.
Knock on wood.
Let's go back.
Oh my God.
Knock on wood.
Let's get to.
I was
Saturday.
gonna ask one more quick question.
Okay,
if you
one
don't
more.
mind. Hey, buddy.
upstairs.
How have you liked the new bed? He talks about it all the time.
Oh, we upgraded to a king finally. We're like
Yeah.
real adults.
So we got a king adjustable base
Nice.
and like a dream like cooling mattress. Just so everyone
Sounds
knows.
incredible.
The
Feels
adjustable
great.
bases are the ones where you can lift your head up. You can get a little more lumbar. You can pick up your legs.
I don't.
Do you
Which has
sweat
been a
when you
game
sleep as
player.
much now or no?
No,
Wow.
I haven't sweat a single time since
That's sick.
we slept in it. But anyways, you could give a rating on it because he asked you.
Yeah, the bed was really nice. I'm still not over that we jump from festivals to haunted houses to
Yeah, we're
I was sleeping last night.
Welcome to the D2 podcast.
Oh my God.
you can
Well,
see her
Put a room
I'm
full of
still on
people
the
with
last
ADHD
two
in a room. You're gonna get this.
That's
know
why
you're
I'm
gonna
like,
get
let's go back to EDM Saturday. We're
I'm
skipping the
tired.
rest of Friday. We're not talking about it anymore. Let's get to the goddamn festival. So at
Okay,
least we
so
can
just
go.
get to
Saturday.
the festival. You guys had a great time, right?
Real quick.
Oh my God.
The drive was great. Lance was real. We have to give Lance a
Jeez.
shout out quick.
Yeah, he went off.
He
this week.
handled. I saw him ripping at like, 92, 94, and I was like,
103 at one point.
I was like, look at
Wow.
that. I was like, look at the boy go.
Look at him run.
like,
was
but
good at
anyways, we got down there quick. We got to a dispensary so we could load up. We got donuts and
Yep.
some coffee
Been out
to
there.
give us a little carbs. To
Great
get us
donuts.
moving.
Oh,
Great donuts.
2 sprinkles.
Then we stood for fucking 2 and a half, 2 hours.
2 hours.
2 hours
2
in front
hours.
of the goddamn will call because we wanted to be first in line because
yep.
Aaron said the line was so
Yeah,
long.
That was
Friday,
really
the
relaxing,
line
though. That was a
so
very
long.
relaxing time.
But so then we were just like, fuck it. It's
Smoke
Chicago. Weed
Yeah.
is legal.
Yeah.
We can smoke anywhere. So
Smoking.
then we were like, fuck it. Let's smoke right here. So workers are like,
Walking by.
first off, the guy's like, you can't go in there until it's open. And I was like, cool. And we just kind of like walked
right around him.
Walked
Walked
right
right
around
around him. We just
Wait,
kept
so
walking
you
straight.
guys were in the park?
We were
Yeah,
walking
in it.
Yeah.
Like while people were working and getting set
there
up.
were
just
a bunch
smoking
of people
joints.
with vests walking
ripping
around.
weed.
the
in front
guy's
of
like,
all
I
of them.
can't
What
let
is
you
wrong
in.
with you guys?
The guy's like, I can't let you in there. And I was like,
Okay.
Yeah, it's not.
I literally
We hit
was
him
like-
with a thumbs
no,
up.
I went like this. I was
All
like,
right.
well, we're gonna park over in that neighborhood, and then I'm gonna walk in there. And he was like, okay.
It's like, all right.
And then we walked around, and the one kid like kind of had a wand to stop us.
Yeah.
But
A
he
wand.
he like started to,
legitimately had
started
like
to-
came
like
up.
at one of those
Yeah, yeah,
airplane
yeah.
landing lights.
yeah, kind of. And he kind of like started to reach it out in front of me, and I just blew right past him.
All three of us were just like,
Didn't even look at him.
I didn't look at it. I was like,
Just
That's what I'm
fuck.
talking about, the bluntness.
Yeah. So then I was like, well, let's smoke. So we smoked 3 joints. We had a
Right
couple-
on the curb
right on the curb.
as they were walking by.
As workers are getting ready for work around
All
us.
black shirts,
We're
black
just
pants.
geeking out, laughing, smoking. And we get our tickets. We get back to the hotel room. We get ready quick. Erin and her friends were gonna take some time. We were feeling a little antsy because we've
We
been
had
so
a lot
ready
of
all day.
new girls with us
Yeah,
on this
you had a
one
big group,
too,
so we took 30 seconds. He threw on his outfit. I quick rinsed off because I had sweat all day, and you were already ready. So it was like
Early check-in was clutch on that.
Yeah.
so close.
I had
When
my
she was
outfit
like,
on
"We
since
do
8
have a
a.m.
room," I was like, "Fuck yeah, you do."
Even
Fuck yeah, you.
Even
do.
my hotel, she's like, I'm sorry, there's not a chance. She's like, I'll check, but I don't think you will be able to check in
Yeah.
till 4. And I was like, fuck. And like, because then I can't go with you guys. I was
Yeah.
like, I would have to wait.
Waiting.
Because she said you couldn't check in after midnight, and I didn't know if we'd make it back. And so I was like, fuck, okay. And then she goes, oh, wait, we have a king. Never mind. And I was like, yes. She's like, it's the only one. You're lucky. They just cleaned it. I was like, yes, huge. Then we ran back over, got ready. You had the big group. And so you were like, I guess my mindset, just so we're transparent, was like, I was like, I don't know if I want to merge the 2 groups just yet.
It's
And
hard
it's like
merging
meeting
groups.
dogs outside and not in the house.
It's like
I didn't want to throw. I didn't
have to
want to
wait for the
throw
right
it's a great
environment.
2
challenge,
new
though.
people in with 6 new people in a little tight kitchen
You just see me in the
of
corner
girls
just
getting
going,
ready.
Yeah.
No, but seriously, because like it's a tight room, tight space.
Yeah.
You guys were probably loud,
Can get
taking
clusterfuck.
pictures.
and
Like-
we
It's
wanted
a
to
cluster,
rest
yeah.
bad.
The
We-
outfits, the hair,
Yeah.
the glitter.
So I
watching
was like,
football in
I
the
think
room.
it'll be better if we go and do. He was like, let's just go. We don't need them. We can just go. Like
Yeah.
we'll go wander. And I was like, it's gonna be pretty chill. Let's just do it because I was like, it'll be better to meet
was the right
outside where we can kind of like all spread out,
Yeah.
come back together, do whatever. So we went. We did like one big lap, pretty much.
Yeah.
Found our water, got
Tried
our
everything.
bearings, and then we found like the big like TV stage, I guess, because there was
Big
a
fan of that one.
big conic stage,
Oh,
the
yeah.
main stage, the chill zone, and then like this big TV style set on turf. And that's kind of where we found ourselves like migrating constantly. So we stood over there, and the first artist of the day, give a shout out, was Sippy.
She killed
This Australian chick, this little Australian blondie, and she
threw
was
down.
so
Killed
Lance
it.
and
I love it when women throw it
yeah,
out.
she was bad. She was like going at it. Lance and I, when her voice was up, we both looked at each other like, ugh.
Which is weird.
Very high pitched, annoying
Australian
voice.
accents are
just
like
her
the
yelling
best
was kind of it was hitting that like pitch where I was like, ugh.
She was going off on the DJ set,
And so we were like, get her off
Crushed it from the
stage,
start.
and then we kind of were gonna walk by her, and then we like kind of hovered for a second, and then she had a crazy song with a crazy bass drop, and we all just turned and shifted and like kind of locked in.
Isn't it crazy listening to that music live? How different it is.
It's crazy.
It's totally different.
So
ballgame
different from,
compared to
like,
what you get on Spotify and shit.
Right,
that
right.
was like the biggest mental note that I had.
People will tell me like, I don't know how you listen to EDM. It's just a bunch of like.
No, it's fantastic.
In person.
It's just a bunch
you
of like
feel
alien
so many
music
things.
noises. Like it's weird, and I'm like, but once you hear it live. You hit that rhythm and your body just like knows it.
It's because they're using tones and frequencies that like connect to your like psyche. So when you hear it in person and it's actually like giving your body like a feeling, it's
like
pretty
gives
crazy.
You life.
Yeah, honestly. So she started going at it, and we were in the sun, so we kind of just kept shifting
to the shade.
Into the shade, but by the time we got into the shade, we were kind of like up in it.
In that bitch.
Like we were probably like, I don't know, 5-10 rows back
max,
and just in the middle and like in a huge crowd.
So proud
and so
of you
we were
guys.
like, this is one of his like talking points, but we were like, should we light up a joint? There's like no security, there's no nothing, like no one was smoking.
No one was smoking,
and so
and
we were
freaked me out.
We were kind of like, I don't know, and I was like, fuck it, let's just do it. If someone comes up, the worst they're gonna do is say put it out. So we start burning. I see this girl, her head just like peacocks like from like 10 people away, and I see her just like crack open like a pre-roll like case. I see her crack it open, dump it into her hand, put it in her mouth.
It just takes
start lighting up.
Dude, no, for real.
I look down the row.
Happened.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Everywhere.
I look down the row, and this other guy goes like this. And I just I gave him a thumbs up, and then I looked down the other way.
Well,
another
it wasn't
dude
dark
was lighting up.
It was still light
It was,
as hell.
it was
so
yeah,
I'm sure
middle of the day.
like,
it was 2:00.
Like I think people are getting more comfortable with the idea.
They need to.
I think someone just needed someone to like hit the lawn.
But everybody wants to make sure. Like, there's a weird line now of when is it acceptable?
Right.
When am I gonna get in trouble?
Right.
Like
Right.
when are
'Cause
people
it
are more
is
chill about
outside,
it? So
but
like
it's
nobody's gonna like tell on me.
Right. It's outside, but it's in. It feels like it's inside.
Right.
Yeah, weird.
Irritates me to no end.
So yeah, so that was the beginning of our day. Then we hit that, and it was like the day took off from there. I mean, we vibed to
Then you guys
Sippy.
were locked
We
in.
got some
In
food.
it.
I like
That
the
put me
tents.
right in it.
we got
right in it.
tacos.
The
Yeah.
tent we went in was sick with all the lasers.
Yeah.
I love that.
Well,
part.
then we met the
AC
girls.
zone.
Yes,
we met the
AC
girls at the
zone.
Robot at 5. Listened to a couple more songs over there, and then they were like, "We're gonna go check out the Chill Zone." So you guys gave us the tour, kind of.
Yeah, the Chill Dome. It's really cool. They
the
do like a big blow up stadium.
Yeah, it's like
They-
AC
sick.
with
It's so
laser lights
Yeah.
and it's
There was
dark.
a line that went from that all the way
It's like
to
2
the
miles.
end of
Across
the
the park,
vendors.
bro.
at
So that's
2
because one of the
o'clock.
DJs was playing in there. I think
Oh.
one, it's air conditioned, so
And it was hot as fuck.
yeah, it's really
we were on turf too, so that made it 10 times
Hot,
hotter.
hot.
Yeah,
Turf,
yeah.
yeah, turf and
Turf
gravel.
is hot. Yeah. That Chill Dome was sick though. Like the funny part was we had sunglasses on so long that none of us realized we had sunglasses on when
It was
we
so
went in
dark
there.
when we walked
And I was like, "Holy fuck, it's dark in here."
Dark. And we
And
were
Erin
big.
goes, "Yeah, it's pretty dark." I was like, "I can't see anybody."
I was scared to move forward.
I was like
"Am
this.
fucked
I
up?"
was walking like this, like grabbing her backpack because I was like, my fingers slipped off her backpack at one point. I was like, no. I was like, how is she seeing right now? It took me all the way till we got to that little circle for me to be like this. And I was like, you idiot. And I pulled them off, and it was so bright.
Did the same
I
thing.
was
Did
like-
the same thing.
You were like, is it worth taking them off? I'm like, yeah, bro. I couldn't see
To
shit.
preface that, we were also like probably 6, 7 pre-rolls deep.
oh my
Yeah, that's
gosh,
true.
Yeah.
I was
Like-
feeling pretty good. Maybe a mixed
Coming
drink,
waves.
too.
Coming waves.
Waves.
Yeah, sure.
Waves.
Yeah.
I felt great in the laser room.
Heavy waves.
Yeah, because that was
It's
AC,
chill.
got us out of the
Yeah.
sun.
I
That
was
reset
down.
us. I
Helped
was like,
a ton.
A ton.
just watching the lasers whip
Those
around.
peanut butter crackers helped.
I always bring
A lot.
snacks.
Snacks help.
Always.
Yeah.
Sneak them in.
Yeah. Yeah, we got tacos. Those were really good. He got Mexican corn.
And then
Spilt
you
that
went
right on my
to-
chest.
Yep.
Played Frick-Fack, Blackjack, Frick-Fack.
Oh yeah, blackjack.
That was
Oh, yeah,
sweet.
we
I'm
played
bringing
blackjack.
a whole. I'm gonna be so prepared next
So
time.
just so
The U.S. festivals are very heavy on the trinkets.
yeah,
For whatever reason.
they like to trade. It's hippie
Yeah,
shit or gypsies.
It's only like in the
I
U.S.
kept calling the guy a gypsy. I was like, get the fat gypsy over.
yeah, that fat gypsy did fuck me too.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
That dude was counting. He
I
was.
saw-
he
I
was
forg-
like a carny running the blackjack.
Yeah,
table.
it was like a carnival
doesn't
style.
shuffle.
They had like trinkets all over the place. But just because the fact that you were trading trinkets, I was like, this this is very gypsy-like. And
Oh
there was
my
two
God.
clowns.
He favored the women.
Oh my God. I was like, bro, get over it. They're not sleeping with you.
He favored the women.
Okay, shouldn't everybody?
Yeah,
what,
but
2
like-
times
When
a
it comes
month?
to card games, play it even.
Money's equal here.
I had some cool shit on the table.
I had the boy on auction.
That's the problem when it's not just cash, though, because you can't just like start flirting for more items. It's cash. It's cold hard cash. You either get it or you don't.
When he hit me with a 5 and a 2, 2 rounds in a row, I thought, all right.
Dude, Lance and I's theory,
I was pissed.
because I wasn't seeing him shuffle shit.
Not a fucking
He
time.
never shuffled the cards. He always just
you
piled them up
serious?
and then just redealt
Redealt
them.
them.
And
Oh,
so
that sucks.
and so I was like, he's fuck. I said it. I was like, the gypsy's fucking rigging this shit.
Oh my God, you sound like Borat.
Because he would get this gypsy
How
out of
much for this gypsy?
How
I
much
kept
for the-
asking for the boy. I'd be like, how much for the boy?
I'm like,
And then
what?
Zach would go, no.
Just hammered.
I'd
at
never
that
laugh. He
Gypsy's
didn't laugh a single
Licking
time.
his chops.
Didn't
I'd
love
be,
it.
I'd
Didn't
be
love
like, the sprout and the boy. And then he wouldn't laugh. He would just move on. He would just throw like another fucking flower in front of me.
You wouldn't want me.
But yeah, so that was fun. I mean, the cool thing is that you get to like gather items throughout the day, and then you can use them to bet in blackjack. Yeah, like people hand you shit and whatever,
Yeah.
and people ask for shit, and you're like, no, stay away. Like
I've
you'll
never
you'll
got
get
asked.
scared.
Okay, I don't think that girl was asking you for something. Freaked
Remember
out.
that one?
That
Oh
girl was
yeah,
like-
that freaked me the fuck out because she was talking to me
I
about
heard him
like
yell. He went,
at these type
I
of
think
things.
she was saying like, "Give me more like
It was
bass or
so
something." You know, she came
I
up
think she
to
was just
Zach
trying to
like I think
flirt.
she was on drugs, probably one.
Yeah, yeah.
And then she was like doing this through the crowd, and she came up to Zach, and Zach's like, "Ah!"
I was like, shit.
I was like, "Zach, stay calm, stay calm."
I heard him yell, and I looked back. I was like, yo, just walk by her.
We were just,
And he
dude.
goes,
She wasn't
"Why
like
didn't she
walking
walk
by
with
me. She was
me?"
walking at me. I'm like, no.
She did that to me though, and I just sidestepped her right at the last second. I juked that
She
bitch.
got real close.
I gave
to
her a
me.
head.
I-
Sure, in your
that's-
defense, she was really close.
She started from a little bit away too.
She
like,
started a long way away.
I'm like, that's some shit on a nightmare that would happen to me.
I
Like,
saw
some weird
her-
shit comes up to me and just
If you're
grabs
rip
me.
shit high,
Yeah, I
hell
just
yeah.
I
finished
saw
smoking
her-
like 6 joints. I'm like, what the fuck?
I saw her
Zach's
from
like,
like
you
100
can't be
feet.
doing that to people.
Yeah,
bro.
that was funny. I saw her from like
Which is
100 feet
fair.
away,
Just be like,
locked. She locked on. I saw her. She was walking perpendicular to us.
Yes.
And she looked left and saw us. And I saw her go like this.
Yeah.
And then I was like, what the fuck is this bitch?
I was like,
does she know one of us? And I looked back.
I thought
and
that too. I was like,
no
who
one
does
in
she
our
know?
group is like looking at her. And she just locked in and just beelined it, like with her
She
fingers
was
going.
probably beelining for you, and you just sidestepped her hard.
I
want
gave her
the
and then
I gave her a hezzy step, and Zach was right behind me, and she just.
He caught
I
it.
heard him just yell.
I want ratatouille.
She goes, him, mustache.
That's
But
such
any-
funny.
But yeah,
Anyways, that was
yeah,
on our
that
way
was
to the
wild.
Chill Dome.
Scary.
After that, then it was picture time. Oh my god,
Shit.
Luke is probably getting berated up there.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Do you need to go? Should I go up there?
Hey.
No.
But anyways, we were. What do we do next? We went to take pictures. That was
What are you being
chill.
a dick for?
Yeah,
What are you being a dick for?
that was chill. And then who do we watch over there?
Is everything okay, Luke? So sorry.
Just like,
Chaos. But anyways,
shit.
what do we do after that? After pictures, we stood there watching that one band, had a couple more drinks.
Yeah.
We
That
just
one
showed you
DJ.
like the little like anomalies, like the
Yeah.
shipyard.
We went
Oh
to
yeah,
that
thing.
Fire
with the
Dome.
shipyard.
We went to the
The-
Fire Dome too.
The Mortal
The
Kombat,
Fire Dome.
the
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat
So
girls
cool.
that were
Sick.
dancing.
Yeah.
That was
Oh
pretty
yeah,
cool.
that was.
When we went
cool.
over there, that had me tripping balls.
They
Yeah.
always have
So-
dancers and like
At all
costume
times.
like that.
They had like Mortal Kombat
Yeah.
themed like dancers on
katana,
top of
yeah,
this
yeah,
boat,
yeah.
and I was walking, and the girl's eyes just like were following me the whole way, and I was like,
well, that's nothing.
I
new.
was like, this is like a fucking full on like.
They looked like they could be like some karate.
It's like a Tron
craze.
movie
Yeah.
right now. That's what I felt like. I was like,
There were a bunch of like robots like in the crowd too.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
if you saw like those 7-8
Yeah.
feet
Sick.
tall ones with like.
They
all
try to
lit up
trip
and
you
shit.
out. There's so much that goes
Then
on
we
Oh,
saw-
it
there.
was
So
just
many
like,
colors,
yo, what the
things like.
fuck?
Then we saw Mala,
It was
Bang.
Tachi and Mala.
Bang.
Itachi,
And they
Mala.
went-
Was
Yeah.
that the main concert?
I had that playing
No, that
all day yesterday at the gym.
Doesn't he hit? I mean,
The-
once you hear that music,
That was the second to last one.
That's gonna be my new lifting.
The Shipyard.
You've never heard anything dirtier in your life.
Yeah, that shit went hard.
No, dude, like shit. Yesterday, like I went down like a rabbit hole because I was like, I want to learn. So like next time, like I actually know who I like.
It's a slippery slope.
And I just started going, and I mean, like I was like headbanging the whole ride to the gym. And then when he came in, I texted him. I was like, dude, I got it bumping in this bitch right now.
We
like
got it going.
Nobody was in there, and I had that shit cranked.
It's fun.
It's
as fuck. So fun.
When you're lifting, I don't know why people don't like that. That is like
people,
the perfect vibe.
I know.
Well working out.
In the gym, we had
it's
EDM going, and they were like,
it's upbeat.
Turn it off.
I had 6 complaints.
What do you want to listen
EDM
to?
Going.
It's like, what do you want to listen to? Like, don't get me wrong, I love rap.
Like your
I love
body
rap, but it's slow.
responds to like frequency, like
even if
certain
you
BPMs.
When
right?
I would do
like,
cardio, I would see on my Apple Watch where my heart rate was at, and you can go find like SoundCloud and Spotify playlists to that pace.
Are you serious?
And you can
That's
click
so
it,
cool.
and the music is designed to keep you like
in tune
with that, and it helps so much because weirdly enough, if I'm doing like a high volume speed on like a Stairmaster, and I hear music slow down, I get pissed. Immediately. I'm immediately like, can you pick up the fucking beat? Like, I get irritated.
Isn't it crazy how music can do that?
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Emotionally.
But you'll match it with like just a
Take you on a
fast,
roller
like
coaster.
upbeat pace, and then immediately like, you're like, okay, this is nice. This is moving with me.
Yeah, that's cool.
It helps a ton. But I noticed that I was like, I took mental note of like which ones I liked. That band or like that artist specifically was one where I was like, it's like when you mean mug after you see like a crazy good sports play.
Yeah.
You can't control it, but like he would just drop something and you're like,
Your bass face.
yeah, you're like, ugh. You're like, what is that, dude?
When we were waiting for our
Yeah.
tickets, we would hear them like in the concert, and it would hit us like outside of like.
That's how you know it's good when you're like not focused on it and you hear something and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And you just like, it pulls you in.
Yeah.
I was.
It's like it's almost like spiritual at times. Like when you're dancing on the same vibe and same wavelength as everybody
I would
else
look
in the
around a lot
crowd.
and be like, oh my God.
And everybody's going to the same same
It's a good
frequency.
feeling.
It's a cool feeling. And then, they have the fireworks, the streamers, like just the intensity of the music is like, damn.
When we were in the stadium, I was just like looking at the crowd of people, and you could just see
It's
the
fun to
shadows.
watch.
Of
Yes.
their heads
And then all
just,
the totems
everyone,
are
like,
so
going,
cool. Like,
damn, dude,
That was
partying.
that was
Yeah.
right there.
That was a cool moment for me. Was we just had smoked like a joint and we were sitting there again, like all locked back in, and I looked out into the crowd and saw all the totems, all the colors, like
dude.
just flags, and like
Yeah.
everybody has their like crews. It felt like
And it was like strobe lights too.
Yeah.
So it
Yeah.
was moving at a
it
really
felt like
sick pace.
like Mad Max almost. Like
Yeah,
you had
yeah,
all your,
They're all
your
little
different
archaic,
families.
yeah, like-
weird things going on. Like
but
everybody's in these
so
crazy
cool.
outfits.
Yeah, and everybody's like vibing on the same thing.
During
yeah.
Millennium, so that was the last concert. Yeah, he had like one song even that like was telling a story or
The
whatever.
visuals are always
Yeah,
great.
and
I
that
love
was
when
really cool,
artists
'cause
have
we were
great
all
visuals.
just like locked in, just staring at it,
They're
just
cool.
Yeah.
watching this
I
crazy.
love
like,
the fire when it would come up. That was electric.
Yeah, the
Right.
fire. You can feel the heat.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
there was one. I don't know which one it was, but it was like the fire would be like all around us, like we were.
Yeah,
in
in the dome, that like little dome.
Yeah. I was just like, shit.
Yeah, it was hot in there.
Hot.
Yeah.
I was like, this
Hot
is
in
where
that bitch.
this is where you
Yeah.
come to sweat.
Yeah.
Because everybody was
Yeah.
going in there, and I'm like, how are you dancing that quick right now? Because I was starting to get warm.
Sauna.
Yeah.
I can't wait for the next one because mentally, like, I took away like notes. Like that was such a great introductory event. Like
Yeah.
where it was
Yeah.
like it wasn't. I never once felt like overwhelmed. I never felt like I couldn't get anywhere.
Yeah.
Like you never felt like you weren't like stuck to go to the bathroom. Like
Right.
there were vendors everywhere. If you needed a water or a
It's a
drink,
great
it was
festival.
all over. So
Yeah.
like.
They-
If you're thinking about going and like you're kind of like I wonder if I'm gonna
Yeah, it's
enjoy
a
this,
great
I
one.
would say that like if you're in the Midwest, that's an awesome event to go to.
Yeah.
Because we had a great
Very
time.
easygoing.
Yeah, even with how I feel like with how high I was at one point, I almost felt like if I was that baked, and I think we were at an event like you were describing with EDC Vegas, I think for sure panic would have settled.
That's why I
there.
checked
I
on-
never felt that because there was always room to move.
See, there's so
Yeah.
much room.
And
Like
so
you can
many
be
different
in
sections.
the crowd, or
Yeah.
you can be like
Chill back. You could just chill back on a blanket
They
and
have
do
a
whatever you want.
vibe. They
At
have
one
a
point, I
place
looked
for
over
every
during
vibe.
like one of the like hardcore ones.
Yeah.
Like, and when we were at the shipyard, and there was 3 people sitting on a blanket amongst
Yeah.
all these people standing, and I was
Yeah.
like, no one gives a shit.
Not a
Yeah.
fuck. Like, not a fuck.
And
in
that's
the
what you
world.
realize. No one's looking at you. No one gives
No.
a shit. Like you're just doing your own thing, and that's fun. That was like the cool part. Was like I was like I'm not like a dancer. I don't want to really like have to feel like I have to dance.
Yeah.
But in there, you saw people
don't
just
care.
standing.
Yeah,
you saw
you're
people
just
headbobbing.
Yeah.
You saw
Everyone
people
can do whatever.
really dancing. It just everybody
It
had
was
their
super
own
hard
thing.
not to bop your head or do like
Right.
something
Hard.
to
Next
the
time
it
I'm
music.
makes your
getting-
body want to move.
Right.
Next time I'm getting up in that.
I was waiting for you to
Up in
get
that
going.
bitch.
I wanted
To be honest, but
to.
that was a thing that I took note of I know like
we
what
smoked way too much.
I know like
don't
where
think
where
so.
I need to be
You
with
can
like
take
drugs
it.
and
We're
alcohol
babies.
to dance and like do stuff like that. And for me, like I do enjoy like especially in good weather. Not an advocate for it in any way, shape, or form, but I do enjoy getting a little fucked up at like music events.
You should grab
I
our-
do
Yeah.
love. I
It's like
love.
it's a dirty.
You
right?
should switch to drinks
Dude,
then.
yes, that but next time we go with dude, they didn't check shit.
Nothing.
No.
I could have put vodka.
She
I
had-
could have put
yeah.
soda. I could have
She
put
had,
crackers.
Would you
Ain't
have Trulies
nobody
or
looked.
seltzers?
Yeah, we brought some White Claws.
White Claws,
in,
yeah.
Next time I'm gonna buy like a mini like little 16-ounce bottle of vodka, and I think I'm just gonna bring like some sugar-free drinks and just see
I'll
where I can
check
get
where
like
I
a
do
cup
It
of
definitely
ice.
like I've been checked harder before. I don't know. It always varies, probably like
Yeah.
on the workers and
Yeah.
If they would
Yeah,
make
which
me bail
day.
it, they can make me bail it, but I'm definitely gonna like sneak
Yeah.
in shit next time because like I know if I would have done a few more because when we had that one tea of yours, by the way, that irritated me since I don't look like hot or have a hot ass outfit. I can't get a cup with ice,
Yeah.
dude. Y'all
What?
all got cups with ice with your
And they
drinks,
said no to him.
and they
What?
told me no.
No way.
I was
They
pissed.
said no to me too.
I went up to the front
Really?
counter and I'm like, "Can I get a cup with ice too?" Yeah, man. Unfortunately, you know, with all the things we're giving out, we can't give out another one. And I'm like, I literally just saw you hand 3 girls a cup with ice right before me,
Yep.
and the guy did not budge. And I was like, "All right, fuck you then." So I
Just
took
come
my-
back in a skimpy
I
ass
was
outfit.
pissed because I got
What
the.
about now?
Well, I got that like tequila. I come back over with like a sock on my cock. I'm like, "What do you got?"
Yeah, is this good enough for you?
Yeah, is this festivally enough?
Give me that ice.
yeah, it's crazy because like you can obviously wear whatever you want to these, but
Yeah.
like guys can literally wear whatever.
But I
Like
Could
the
have showed up
girls
in a
go
bodybuilding
hard
speedo and it would have been
on
fine.
the outfits.
Yeah. The girls were.
Some of them were sick.
Yeah, right.
There's
It's
one-
so
there's a lot
fun.
of like
It's
Now we can
so
effort that goes
fun.
into
So we got
those.
we got through the day. Now let's talk about some of like the different details. So first thing we realized.
Oh,
there,
things you noticed, yeah.
was the obesity rate in America is
Rough.
You hear about it all the
Well,
time, but
you
we
gotta
are.
remember you're still in the med.
I know.
West.
Well, hold on. So,
That
but
is
we're
true.
around fitness people all
That
the
is
time,
true.
so you kind of forget.
yeah.
And then we got to the festival during the day, and I was like,
3 o'clock crowd was rough.
there is not a single in shape person here. Like
Not one.
Not a single person here has heard of a diet plan.
I'm wondering.
It was
Oh.
rough. Like I,
Rough.
and I'm
No,
not trying
for-
to
no,
be
like,
mean.
for
No,
real.
I-
It was like
We
there
did
was-
a full loop, and that was the first thing
that
we
was
all
that's
started
all I could
talking about.
notice. I was like,
all
there's
day.
not a single person here that's like even a guy. Like I was like, if
Not
a guy
one.
could walk by with an ab, I'd be like, there's at least one in shape person here. And there was no one. It was heavy
I'm
people.
wondering if that's
all
like that, like the
over.
Vegas one, where it's like warmer.
Vegas is probably.
It would be
got
interesting to
crazy.
compare, but like
Compare them.
I mean,
was-
it's just a mass group of people, right? You're getting.
Yeah.
on
no,
the
I know,
spectrum.
but
We're
that's
s-
like what I'm saying is we're around fitness people so
We're
much.
so
Yeah,
We hear
used
about
to
people-
it. We're
we
so
read the
used to
obesity
that.
rates, but like
To see it first.
getting there, I was like,
forget
holy
it.
cow! Like,
and it's like a
everybody-
good portion. It's like I don't know. Yeah, it's
Talking about
hippie.
that
You
as
get
I'm
your
eating
like
Mexican corn.
gym people that go
Yeah.
there.
Right, and that's why like I don't. Not trying to be mean about it. It just was like, holy shit.
The shift was so aggressive.
The shift was
yeah.
aggressive because then around 5-6 o'clock you started getting like a lot more normal.
There was a point where
Like-
I was just like, damn, I could help all these people right now if they wanted
You should
to.
have brought a business card.
That's what I said to them. I was like,
Yeah.
you should be just handing out business cards.
But
And I'm not
also-
saying that these people have to be shredded.
No.
I'm just saying
Just
obese.
healthy.
Like
Healthy.
it wasn't like
I wasn't
healthy.
looking around and seeing like, okay, yeah, unhealthy,
person's
but
a
like
little
I'm just wondering
unhealthy,
like,
yeah.
okay, what disease does this person have or this person have?
There was a
'Cause, like
lot-
it was that bad.
and then a lot of like thong style clothes on like rough individuals. You know, like
Yeah.
but I won't comment.
All
anymore
power
on it.
to
Like,
you.
all power to
All
you.
power to you. You know what? In fact, I
just
implore
say
the
I just say if
confidence
you want
'cause
to
I
like
don't
keep
have
doing
it.
those
It's
for
supposed to
longer,
be a
get
safe
healthy.
place.
Get healthy though. Get like
Yeah.
not saying you can't, but just work on it. Anyways,
After the food trucks.
but
That's
talking
what you
about that
noted.
as I'm eating Mexican corn, just like, oh fucking
Yeah,
drinking this shit.
He was literally talking about fat people, and then he's like, "I'll take corn.
I'll take
I was
corn
like,
with a
"There's
fuck
no
ton of
nutritional
mayo.
value in corn."
It is so
And then I got a
gross.
snow
we
cone
can't
afterwards.
bake it
And then I got a
here.
snow cone
The
afterwards.
snow cone is gross.
Yeah,
though.
I was like,
what are you,
disappointed.
5?
I was like,
Two
I'm getting
worst
steak
things.
tacos, so I have protein and carbs and fats with the oil.
It's just
And
ice and
I was like,
sugar.
"What are you getting?" He goes,
I was literally drinking syrup at one point. I was just like, all right, this is not a
You got a
slushy.
snow cone or no?
That reminds me of
no, you
Elf.
didn't? Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you eat like Elf,
I just
Zach.
put candy on foods, on random
Will
foods.
Ferrell.
Yeah.
Syrup on like
Yeah.
pasta and shit.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I was
Oh.
Zach.
drinking that shit though. That corn had like pretty much straight mayo. I'm just
That's
like,
gross.
fuck, it was good. It was good as shit.
What's your next comment?
The Asian quantity at an event like that was
I at one
insane.
point he
Yeah.
looked at me. He goes,
Yeah.
"We're at Comic-Con."
Dude, no, I'm
Or
being
an
observant. I
anime
was very
festival.
observant, and there was like a high ethnicity.
Well, that's like
It was
their
crazy.
thing though. Like
But good
that's
for-
their culture. Like
good-
I think that's like high and like
Good for the crew
dancing
though.
and shit.
Is that a thing in their culture?
Yeah.
Well, I know.
I don't know.
Okay,
Are
so,
you
okay, no.
spewing shit out
So-
there? Zach
Hold on.
goes,
Hold on.
You see those like commercials and shit. And they're always dancing to, like this bebop music and shit. I'm
I
not trying to
have
be
to
racist
say,
at all. I'm not trying to be racist.
You
at all.
don't have to answer
I
the
have to-
question,
Yeah,
Yeah,
everybody.
yeah. Answer the question.
I don't have to justify shit.
Yeah.
I just don't want to sound
No.
racist.
Yeah. Please admit.
What I have to say though, is that they're like all the Asian crews that came in.
Yeah,
The one thing that was
stylish
common,
motherfuckers.
they were
Yeah.
all
Yeah,
some
yeah.
killing it.
stylish
Like,
motherfuckers.
A dude would come by with like a fucking handkerchief looking like straight Mad Max, and a
Put
girl
some
would walk
effort
by
into
in like
that.
full outfits, and then you see a
Dude.
white fat guy walk by with like a wife beater on. You're like, God,
The range
We
is
suck.
crazy.
It
The
goes
range
from-
is
yeah.
crazy.
That
0 to
shit-
100.
none of them missed. Like none of the Asian squads I saw missed. They were
No.
all like
And they all coordinate.
themed.
They
They were
do
all
coordinate. They do
themed.
I
coordinate.
love
I
a
noticed
theme.
that.
Yeah.
That's
I
that
did
is
notice that.
Love a
like
theme.
from they would have like a group of 12 of them, and they would be themed out. And
Yeah.
I'd be
To the
like,
max.
holy
Yeah.
shit!
no one would be off.
And none of them were obese. Asians
No,
are never obese.
no,
Like,
no.
The genetics are too good.
They were all in
It's true.
shape. They
That's
were all in shape.
such a good point.
That was one of my observations. I was like, God, every
That is-
one of these
yeah, holy
crews
shit.
are in shape and themed the fuck out,
Yeah.
looking good.
Well, because half of it's like
Have some
genetics,
respect,
right?
people. Like, they all have respect for themselves. And I look around, I got White Bob next to me. He's got
Yeah, unfortunately,
and
the
he's staring at
American
an ass
diet
cheek in
is
front of
not
him.
it.
disgusting.
Yeah.
Food trucks are fire though.
But you did, definitely had some cool squads.
Some very
What are-
cool.
Yeah.
Some very.
Zach
cool
had
bits.
moms.
Yeah, there was
the moms,
Zach had
moms that
moms
approached
talking.
me.
The
Yeah,
moms
two
loved
moms.
Zach.
loved
Both
you.
of them offered shrooms too,
All
so I guess
All
moms
range
are
of
into
ages
shrooms.
there too.
Big
Yeah.
titted moms were loving Zach.
Loving you.
They-
Like, you want to
they're
do
trying-
shrooms
they're-
right now? I'm like, I'm good right
they're
now,
tr-
but maybe
They're
later.
trying to trap the child with easy things.
yeah, get this kid
They both
hallucinating.
came over with their
One
boobs
whispers up to you at the poker table. How much for the boy? You say?
out. You've been talking about selling the boy.
I
all
have a
night.
bag of chocolates for your finest young sweet peaches over here.
Oh my- I
He
go,
just
sold.
looks at her, hand him a bag of Hershey's, and take him wherever you please.
Oh my
She hands you candy. Ooh.
Follow me for more.
Zach
I
never
guess.
say yes.
See
to
you guys.
candy in a van.
She said she had donuts.
Oh my god.
But
But
no,
yeah,
yeah, it was very interesting.
Some
very
big
interesting.
boobed moms were
Yep,
like
yep.
Zach. One came up. She had her nipples straight out. I was like, Zach's
I was
done.
like-
I looked at Lance.
was
I said, Zach's
crying
done for.
laughing. Crying,
God.
laughing.
I was like, you're gonna get back to the hotel room and see a sock on the door.
Oh my god. We share the same room. That's
I
why Lance is like,
You see
shit.
me
Take
crying?
turns.
I'm just like crying, rolled over.
Oh my god, yeah.
But yeah,
That
no,
was
it was
fun.
definitely everyone's very friendly there. Like
So
I had
friendly.
Everybody.
I had a bunch of people come
Yeah.
up like, yo, your shirt's dope, or like, yo, you look
So many
huge,
compliments.
like,
Have you
yeah.
not
Yeah.
felt
Nah,
better?
you got
Yeah,
hit
yeah.
on. That was the other thing I wanted to
Oh,
mention.
yeah, what
You
happened?
totally got hit on in that moment, and
By who?
you had no idea. It didn't cross your mind at fucking all.
By who?
Yeah,
Dude,
by who?
some
Shit!
dude for sure hit on him when asking him about his shirt.
Wait, you said, dude?
Dude, yeah.
Oh, that's probably why.
That
'cause I
tall
didn't
dude
expect
for
it.
sure
I
was
didn't
hitting on
expect-
you.
Which
And
one?
I
It's
just
like, oh, thanks,
watched.
man.
Where was I?
You were getting food or you were doing something, but I just watched this play out, and
Oh, I think
Zach
I do
was
remember that,
so
actually.
oblivious to it. Because the guy wanted to
What's
have
up,
a
handsome? He goes,
conversation
"Sup, bro?"
so bad. No, dude.
Sup, bro?
Zach literally just went like
Looking
this.
pretty big. Yeah, you too, man.
No, dude,
You
for
look
real.
huge. He goes, yeah, bro.
Yeah, dude.
What
You
did he
were
say?
so oblivious to it.
Yeah.
I just was sitting there, and I remember he turned around and like eyed Zach up, and then initiated the conversation because I saw him looking at him, and I'm like, is he gonna say some shit? And like just went up to him and he was just like, "Hey, dude, I just want to let you know I really, really love your shirt." And Zach immediately was like, "Oh shirt. Yeah, thanks. I just got it." Just and they talked for like 2 or 3 minutes, just like quick conversation. And then I could see the guy literally was just like continuously asked the question, and you didn't realize he asked you another one because you were already like, "I'm gonna lock back in with Lance." You turned and the guy was like, "Oh, for sure." And then I turned around and I sat there and I was like, "Oh." I was like, "You weren't just complimenting his shirt. You think my friend's handsome."
He's like, "Grind on me."
I'm like, no, I don't think. No, he seemed like a really, really nice guy. But after I read that, I was like, "Oh,
that's so funny."
You like, miss 100% of the shots you don't take. You know?
Yeah,
but it was funny.
I give him respect for shooting a shot. If you're out
you
there,
didn't even fucking acknowledge him at the end. He literally asked you a question, and you were right back in.
To be fair, I was very, very chopped.
Very fucked up.
He had no clue.
I was just being friendly. I was like, "All right."
But as that happened,
dude, that was when the DJ was playing. I was like, "Dude, I only lock in her right now."
Yeah, that was
off. So I was just like, "I need music."
It was very entertaining though, because in the moment I didn't say anything, but I was like, he totally just got hit on and has zero clue of what just happened.
You meet so many people.
No, it's a lot of people there. Yeah, a lot of people you meet that are nice.
After these, it is pretty exhausting after these weekends because it's like you're so socially drained.
I do feel very.
I felt great on Sunday, to be honest.
You guys did one day.
Yeah.
I don't understand how people do like 3 days.
You know what though? I will say, if now knowing what I know going into it, how to prepare, how to plan, what I would do differently, I feel like 2 days would be a fucking riot.
2 days, I think.
I feel like I'd pick one day that I didn't drink at all and just smoke.
Drug it out, next day drink.
Yeah.
Or drink, because you want to end the drinking. You wouldn't want to go into the second day.
You'll wake up second day just like tired but not like hungover.
That's why you normally go till later. Yeah.
And
smart. I understand why. That was the first note I took right away. I was like, okay, they were spot on with like
4 or 5 is I feel like is a good time.
It ends really late.
The sun's starting to go down a little bit more.
Well, I was saying to him too, once it got cool, it immediately relaxed all of us because I feel like when you're really high,
so hot
and
you're
uncomfortably hot,
God, my heart rate.
You feel really uncomfortable.
That'll send you into a
panic.
I was like, oh my God, my heart.
But once it cooled down, I was like, damn, dude, you know what would be really fun is if everyone like did their thing, got all like whatever, and like went to a bar and just like had something to eat and had a few drinks.
After parties.
Yeah, but that's so late. 12?
What are you saying? Before?
I would say before, like
you're saying
pregame.
before.
I think on a nice day like that,
you'd be butt cheeked out and shit.
Well, I guess before then. I guess you could do it before you got dressed up.
Yeah, I'm not going to a bar looking like that.
That's true. That's true.
Okay,
well, we can go to a bar next time.
Here's my thing. One thing I will say about the clothes, because everybody's like, "Oh my God, I don't know how you wear that," but it's just like you wear a bikini at the beach, it's not weird because everybody's at the beach.
Same fucking
in the same thing, right?
Yeah, same shit.
So it's like it's the same concept. And that's the only thing
people
I'll say
were,
about it.
guys were shirtless,
I've
girls were in
that,
bikinis.
And it is a fun and safe environment too. So like you can get a little like fun and saucy with it. It makes you feel good. Everybody's like on the same vibe with it.
It's the right setting.
If there was an area you wanted to wear an outfit, like that's the only place you could really just freelance and let it fucking rock.
Right.
But it's the exact same concept of like a beach. Because if someone was ever like, "How do you wear that?" I'd be like, "Dog,
but if I was at
you're literally wearing less at a fucking beach."
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's a G-string up your ass and a bra basically on.
But nobody says anything.
Not a word
about that. Yeah.
Right.
And girls will post bikini pics online, and it's not weird.
Right.
But when it's at a concert, it's weird.
No, I do know, but it's the same shit. It's the same.
I have to say, like,
plus you can be different with it. It's not like, I mean, I don't think anyone would wear like those outfits at a beach. Right, so you have the opportunity to do it at like this some sort of concert.
More customized,
right?
I was just gonna say, and it's one of those things where once it's like anything. When you see a common theme, it's not like one individual stands out, right? If you were to wear an outfit like that to like just a normal downtown bar, everyone in the bar would be like, "What the fuck is she wearing?"
Yeah, like I can't wear a swimsuit in a bar.
No, exactly. But if you rock that there, it's like, okay, well, like say you step out, it's like, all right, well, there's literally within a 50-yard distance, there's 100 other girls rocking such a similar fit.
I will say too, like it does feel safe. Like the men don't take advantage.
I didn't see any aggressiveness.
No,
that ego was thrown out the door.
Every guy that looked at her would then look at me, and I would be like,
But everybody's really respectful.
Around, like, no.
Obviously, you have your bad eggs. It's a huge crowd of people.
Right.
I really didn't notice that. Yeah, I didn't notice any like
everybody's
ego.
very respectful.
Yeah.
I thought I'd see at least one Brad Chad throwing hands in a circle, being like, "What are you doing, bro?"
It's rare. It's rare to see that.
You know what I mean? I feel like you see that. At,
and
like,
if you
every
were to
bar.
see that, so many other good, genuine people would like
probably break that shit at the fuck
up. Yeah.
Because nobody wants that vibe. You can tell
nobody wants the vibe.
Everyone's
Everybody's
smoking.
Everyone's
on shroom. Like somebody's on. You're on some form of drug.
Everyone's on a happy
But you
drug.
don't have to be. I would just
obviously,
like to say,
you don't have to do drugs.
A huge druggie
but that does
not.
It makes it more fun.
You can definitely go sober.
Yeah.
Like anybody can go sober.
Oh, to just dance and let it rip to the music.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was the
sure.
biggest thing in my head that I thought is I was so excited just for like the overall experience, and that was sick.
Yeah.
But like the thing that would pull me back in 100% was just the aspect of like hearing that style of music.
Yeah.
You're just sitting there and you're like, holy, like I joked about it when we were at the end of the night. I was like, every time you think you're gonna get like a breather for like a second to just kind of like have like a moment of
Millennium was
calm
pounding
down.
your face.
Dude.
Yeah, I would just go right back into it.
You'd literally just like it just felt like fucking
I just went on a
wind
journey and
hitting
we're
your
going
face
right
and you're
back
like, oh yeah.
That's literally you're just like holding on.
Yeah, like the song.
It would come down for like a second. You'd be like, and it'd be like, boom.
Yeah, dude. You're just your heart's just like vibrating. You're like
right back into the seat. Yeah.
But it was like
what I compared it to was like everybody there though is exactly what your anime or your like sim character in a game would be.
Yeah.
Like you get to pick like everybody's just in whatever. You see
anime.
That
is kind of crazy.
You see anime people walking around. I saw a couple superheroes walking around. I saw robots
Wolverine,
walking
Gambit.
around.
I love seeing those memes. The
I
memes
saw
are hilarious.
girls in all the crazy little outfits, the guys in like little outfits all the way up to like fully clothed in like jeans and a sweatshirt.
Yeah, because you have your hippies, you have your chads.
You have,
like,
you
have
just everything. Yeah. It's just like you are. Everybody, you can tell everybody made an attempt to make an outfit.
Yeah.
Even people that were just like in jeans and a sweatshirt.
You guys even got a little sprout on your hats.
I
showed up and I
feel
was
like no one would have guessed that we were newbies.
You don't need a guide.
I feel like nobody would have guessed we were newbies. They had water packs. We had shirts on.
Yeah, we were prepared.
We
had a few leaks in the water packs, but
they were. These two were so fucking pissed about the water packs.
I threw mine out the moment we got back. What a $40 fucking waste! The moment I saw caps, fuck it.
I think those always leak. There is one brand, Lunchbox. It's by a raver, made by a raver. And that's what I have. And it is the greatest water bag I have ever
Ours
used.
both leaked at the bottom. And
so easy.
Yeah, fuck that.
And pockets.
He was pissed about it. The
Anything
minute
else
they
leaks.
filled it up, they were like, "What a good idea!" And then it dripped twice down his ass. He goes, "Fuck that!"
I flip up.
I literally looked at my watch.
I took it back.
It had been like 2.5 minutes. It was like, dude, you guys.
Well, I got water all up on my butt.
Yours leaked bad. Yours was way worse than mine.
But it was so hot, it dried up very fast. So I was like,
oh, there you go.
We're good.
It almost was cool.
Silver lining.
I was just, yeah.
I mean, they worked, but next time I was like, I'm just gonna bring a smaller like Nike backpack and just put water bottles in there.
But what would we rate this weekend out of 10?
Well, we said
the weekend or the experience.
The experience.
I would say it was pretty much flawless.
Yeah,
like
it's a 10 out of 10, right? You said it
exceeded
expectations.
We didn't like when you think about what all could have like when in your head, like I feel like that's such a dad thing to do as we get older. But like you break down like what could all go wrong in a matter of that day.
That way at all.
I do. I definitely do. And I feel like we didn't have any. But we didn't have any. You know what I mean? But you could get like, a flat tire.
Was lost, yeah. Or like,
I got worried because right out the gates you were like, I can't drive. And I'm like, fuck, I guess we're taking my fucking car. And I was like, hopefully nothing goes wrong. Because like you never know if something's going to go wrong. But like you're doing a road trip, so you're hoping nothing happens, but we were early to everything. You know, like we didn't lose anything. No one got lost.
We didn't get that Chicago traffic, which was nice.
We weren't underfed.
No, not at all. Like when you think of everything in which you're kind of like, what could go wrong? If anything, towards the end, it was just like so much of the day that you were like ready to just power down.
Yeah, but that's like how
a good thing. But that's a good thing. Like you want to have that. Like we did so much today. That like you can just like rest from exhaustion.
That day felt like 4 days long.
4 days.
Yeah.
It
was different chapters.
Yesterday it literally went by like that because I think of how much
I hated it. Yeah.
It flew by way
too quick.
You
get festival depression.
I thought yesterday was
going
to be like a slow like regather day.
No.
We left at like 11 and all of a sudden I checked the clock and it was 6:45 and I was like, where did the day go? All I did was get back, bring shit in, and go to the gym. And also it was 6:50. And I was like, no, the recovery day is gone.
Yeah.
Plus, it's like I looked at the weather app the other day, and I'm like, damn, bro. Like, like in like a 7-8 day span, we're going right back to like low 70s, mid 60s. And I was like, fuck, it's here.
Fall's
it's
coming.
here. It's because I always tell people Wisconsin is the one state where there is no like ease you into it. You just wake up one day and it's just like, hey, morning, it's fucking 58. And you're like, shit.
And then you're like, have I been living this way forever?
Right.
Dude, and then you're like, fuck.
Yeah.
Because like there's no more waking up and just one day opening your porch and feeling 80 degrees and
Good
sunshine
thing
on
fall's
your
a
skin.
great holiday or like a great
fall
season.
Is a great season.
Otherwise,
but
I'd be sad if we were going into like a...
I do love hoodie
what
weather.
no one understands though is Wisconsin fall is like a week and a half to 2 weeks.
It's so
long.
short though.
Everybody's always like,
it's a month.
I'm
It's
so
a month.
hyped for fall.
No, October.
It's not. Though.
October and then November gets cold as shit.
It always ends up getting down to like 20, 30 within like a week or two, and you're like, fuck, there it goes.
I usually leave my Halloween decorations up for that fact.
Yeah, right.
It's too short.
Hey,
It's
end
too
of the
short.
year vacation.
Yeah, we're going to EDC. No, just kidding.
End of the year vacation.
Yeah, we gotta get one in. We gotta figure one out. That's what my family always does for Christmas. Is we go
I
to
would like
Florida.
to do something this Christmas, but like a friend trip. That'd be fun as fuck. I'd like to cash out my PTO and do something like that.
Yeah,
I would love that. We gotta
instead of doing just like taking days off. Not, I can't say that. Spend time with my own family, but like I would like to use a PTO
Instead of
for
just
like
wasting days.
No, I would. I want to use my PTO for like an actual trip.
Throwing them right down the garbage.
It's hard. The fact that you even have to decide.
That does suck.
Why
like,
don't we get more days?
However many days of PTO.
You rarely get days to just be human.
Limited.
And to feel bad about using a day to do something like with your family.
Yeah,
you're like,
with your
well,
family.
You have to strategize it. You have to strategize it efficiently. That's why, like, I always love stacking whenever it's like a holiday, Friday or Monday.
Yep.
I always am like, I'm gonna throw a day in there
quick,
to make
easy
it
4 days.
Extra 2 day. Yeah, 2 weeks in a row, 4 day work weeks feel like amazing.
Yeah.
I think the 4 week work day is a great idea.
It needs to happen, but it'll never happen in America.
Yeah.
No, that's never happened.
That one country just
that dream ain't happening here, brother.
Fuck that, dude.
That one country went to 7 days as a trial
every day,
and I was like, oh.
Yeah,
I was like, the U.S. is probably like, yeah, fuck yeah, let's see how that one works. Everybody's talking about these 4 day work weeks. I mean, my company even went like, they were like, we're probably gonna have to move to mandatory Saturdays for the next 2 months, and I was like,
is that so fucked?
They're like, you should even ask
the fact
them.
that they just are expecting you to work.
Yeah,
no, I'd be like, no, that's not a part of what
I was just like, they're like,
that.
tell your teams that we're probably gonna move to that, and I was like,
you gonna pay me
you're
more?
telling them 6 days a week for every week until you say otherwise? That's terrible.
Fuck that, dude.
They're on salary. I'm like, oh my
I'd be like, yeah, salary from Monday through motherfucking Friday, dog.
Right.
Not Saturday. I didn't see that included.
That's when you find out. That's when you find out salary is just a scam, though. I actually was talking to one guy. He's like, I've been applying at jobs, and he's like, whatever they offer for salary, I do the math breakdown to a 40-hour work week and do the hourly, and I negotiate that I want the hourly version of that salary, so that you can't make me work over 40. Because if I work over 40, you have to pay me.
That's smart.
Overtime.
Yeah, that's smart.
I was like, I have never thought of it that way. He's like, so if they're paying you, whatever the equivalent to $51 an hour,
you get to break it down and be like, I want more.
Like $92,000 a year or something like that.
Damn.
He always goes, I don't want $92,000 a year. I want $51 an hour. So then if he gets the 40-hour work week, they'll cut him back because they're like.
But can you just decide that though?
No, he always negotiates it. And if a company
tough.
won't negotiate it, he won't accept an offer.
Most probably won't.
So he always negotiates that.
Well, I
to
guess
try
that's a good position to be in.
Right.
Just
But
jobless.
he's like, you might as well ask, and or he has a job that just doesn't pay that yet, but like, trying to find out the next job. But he always says it works because then when you get to 40 hours, once they start seeing what they like, they'll be like, oh, we need you to work Saturday. And he's like, all right, cool, because now you're paying me $75 an hour, time and a half. And the company will catch on to that pretty quick when they start paying someone 70, and then they'll be like, nope, no more Saturdays for him.
I just got sad. Just got depressed.
Why?
Just got hit with the real world right there.
Yeah, we went from dancing
Oh
lights
my
and shit to
Sorry.
like,
what a downer.
Oh, no, dude. But on a positive note, we all survived the
On a
weekend.
positive note,
We're
we
here.
4-day work.
We made it. We're all here. We're all healthy. We just did a podcast. We survived an EDM festival,
And that's
I'm proud of you guys.
That's pretty much our recap. So let's go around the table. Final thoughts.
Yeah.
Zach.
If you have not been to one of those EDM concerts, go.
Yeah.
Because it was a blast.
I've had a ton of people message me like, I can't wait to go to my first one. So
go check it out. It's definitely
worth it.
an eye opener. It opens your perspective.
Glad you had fun.
I had a blast.
We got to get you out
Besides
more.
the part
we do got to get you out more.
We've gotten him out.
We'll still sell you, boy.
You're always up for sale. Don't forget it.
Don't underestimate what that flesh is worth to us, boy.
I always have a sale tag.
He's just our youngest kid, so we just want to sell him all the time.
We're just on the podcast.
How much for the
child? For anything. How about the card? Deal.
Yeah. How about the cards?
I'm going to offer you up everywhere we go. No one will ever take it, but the day someone at least wants to negotiate, I want to see what they'll offer.
I wonder what I'm offered for. That'll be interesting.
Erin, final thoughts?
Oh my God. I'm glad you guys came. Yeah, thanks for having me on today.
We needed our guide as a recapper.
Yes.
Yeah. This was a good week to have you back on for sure.
Otherwise, we would have missed half the things, and we would have gone off on a tangent. And
probably forgotten a lot.
We did go off on tangents.
We did.
It's a part of what we do.
Every time I looked at you, I was like, EDM.
It's a part of what we do.
Yeah. But thanks for being our guide. Appreciate that.
For sure.
You guys could come.
Had a blast. That was a ton of fun. Definitely will be at more. Friendly reminder to sports fans. Football is back.
It is back.
It is back.
That's a highlight.
Even though this weather is starting to kind of lower down and it's not going to be as fun to get outside.
Sweater weather and Packer football.
What a better time to lounge on a couch and watch football all day long than this Friday at, 8:15? I think we got Packers versus Philly. Friday night, Brazil. Neutral field, and we got Thursday night opening up with the Chiefs and the Ravens. What a fucking way to start. Cannot wait. So, sports fans, here come the best 20 fucking weeks of the year.
Yeah,
here comes
I agree.
The best seasonal naps ever.
So excited for
Sunday fun day, baby.
Yep. Can say I was the one that has been refusing to go to an EDM festival.
I still can't believe.
And I did it.
It just took the right group of friends.
And I had fun. I had a lot of fun. So if you go, if you were hesitant from someone who never wanted to go, it was pretty fun. So go. Try it out. If you hate it, then never go back. But I'll probably go back.
I think you'll like it if you do go.
I think I would go back.
Yeah,
and Erin's
Good time.
My final thing on it. In our 6-year relationship, Erin and I, there was one side of her I've never seen. We know everything about each other, but that was the one side I had never seen in person. And I got to see it.
Full potential is unlocked.
Wow.
So
that was cute.
Yeah. So we'll catch you next week. Do stuff with the people you love. Talk to you later.